Denominators do not matter when we multiply fractions, okay? We do not need to do what we did with adding and subtracting, which was get like denominators. Here, we can just go right ahead and multiply. Very simple. Multiply, multiply. Okay, 3 times 1, 3. 4 times 2 is 8. Is that simplified? Yes. What am I doing? 3/8 is our final answer. Same thing down here. 3 and 4, I don't care if they're not the same because multiplication does not have to be. We can just multiply both numerators. 1 times 1, we get 1. And both denominators, 3 times 4, 12. Our answer is simplified. Yep, 1/12. Now, if in case you had a mixed number, okay, or rather, let me put this in front here. If I had 1 1/3 down here, how would that change my answer? Well, let's look at it. You can, if you feel comfortable, or I'm sorry, if you feel uncomfortable with this mixed number, which I really recommend, convert him to an improper fraction. 3 times 1 plus 1 is 4/3 times 1/4. Now, because I converted him to an improper fraction, it allows me to just do what I did earlier. Multiply numerators, multiply denominators, and I have 4/12, which is the same thing as 1/3, okay? So, if you have a mixed number, my suggestion is to get rid of it as soon as you can to make your problem a little bit easier to work with. Denominators do not matter when we're dividing fractions, okay? So, we do not have to worry about getting like, common, least common multiple, any of that, okay? What we do need to remember is keep, change, flip, okay? It's like KFC, but a little bit different. So, keep, change, flip, KCF, okay? Keep the first number the same thing. Change this division sign to a multiplication sign. And flip 2/5. Well, if we flip that, how would that look? 5/2. Okay? Now, we can multiply it as we normally would. Now, in this case, this guy right here is bothering me. I don't like dealing with mixed numbers, especially when we multiply and divide. So I'm going to convert his behind to a improper fraction. 3 times 1 plus 1 is 4 over 3. Okay, so we're going to convert him to 4/3, which is the same exact thing, just a little bit friendlier. Leave everything else the same. Now, 4 times 5 is 20. 3 times 2 is 6. We do not like to leave our answers improper, so we are going to convert this to a mixed number. 6 goes into 20. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 4 is too much. So 3 times 18, 19, 20 with 2 left over. This also is not simplified all the way. So we're going to simplify it once more. 3 and 2, 6 simplifies to 3 and 1/3. Okay? Now this problem took quite a bit of steps because of this mixed number in the front here. But normally it's usually pretty quick when we divide. Our second example, there is no mixed number. So all we have to do is remember again our KCF. Okay. Keep 3/4, 3/4. Change our division problem or a division sign to multiplication. And flip 1/2 to 2/1. And then multiply. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 1 is 4. And we get 6/4, which, again, is improper. Simplify. 4 into 6 goes in one time with 2 left over. Denominator stays a 4. And right away you should recognize that 2/4 would simplify again one more time to 1 1/2.